Oh,
well, the Acolyte cancelled.
Ugh.
No season 2 for Disney's Star Wars series. It's done.
Wah, wah,
It's
wah,
done.
wah.
Yep.
I guess she did care about that discourse then, didn't she?
Yeah, she don't care about having that discourse right now.
Nah.
Yeah, I guarantee you she's gonna be pretty quiet on the set. Quiet on the set.
Oh, she ain't be on any sets.
No.
You got to ask yourself this question: how many projects are in front of her? Are there less
lined up, Renee? I don't know if she
is. Are they less now? Did she lessen her opportunities? Did this show? Did her confrontation with the audience lessen her marketability?
She's only got one upcoming thing.
Yeah.
And
it's just voice work. That's all.
Oh.
It's just voice work.
Oh, no bueno.
Yeah, that ain't good. That ain't good. So anyway, for those that don't know, the Acolyte's been cancelled. Yep. Shocker.
Yep.
Shocker. It's an exclusive to Deadline. The story of the Acolyte will not continue, with Lucasfilm opting not to proceed with the second season of the Star Wars offshoot starring Amanda Stenberg, sources tell Deadline. Words of the decision come more than a month after the 8-episode first season of the series from creator, director, executive producer, and showrunner Leslie "The Forehead" Headland wrapped its run on Disney+. The news is not entirely surprising, because the Acolyte did okay with critics, with 78% on Rotten Tomatoes, but divided Star Wars fans, which was reflected in its overall viewership. Driven by interest into the venerable space franchise, the Acolyte got off to a strong start. It was not strong, by the way. 2 episodes only got 4.8 million views globally in its first day. 2 whole episodes, 4.8 million views. That's awful.
That's strong. That's a strong start for them, though.
Apparently so, but that is god awful. Apparently it's the biggest premiere of Disney Plus this year, because they didn't release anything else. So
yeah, it's funny how they spin it right there. You know, it's the biggest release of this year. You know,
yeah. The tally rose to 11.1 million views globally after 5 days of streaming. Still not good. And then, you know, it climbed to like number 6 of the Nielsen charts. But then, as the finale came around, it absolutely bombed. It's the lowest watched of any Star Wars series finale ever. So an epic failure. Not a surprise. It says in interviews, Headland has revealed that she had pitched her ideas for a second season, sharing her hopes for a renewal. So it's done. It's dead. We got major cope online though. There's people writing articles going, it wasn't cancelled. They just didn't want to renew it. It's like, yeah, that's cancelled, dickwad.
Yeah.
Like, obviously that's cancelled. What are you doing? The cope is absolutely outrageous.
Yeah, that's sort of like people saying. That's sort of like people saying, "Oh, Gina Carano wasn't fired; her contract wasn't renewed."
Yeah, exactly. Just utter nonsense. So I think, you know, we absolutely can say with certainty one thing, that the Acolyte was right. The power of one, the power of two, the power of many people not watching destroyed it.
Yep.
Absolutely destroyed it.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, so terrible.
Can anybody have any love for what was left behind of this? I don't think so.
Well, I wanted to buy a new car from it, so.
Well, I guess that's true. But I tell you what, I have been unburdened by what has been.
Yeah, same.
And people are like,
unburdened by what is.
But
we won't find out what happened to Plagueis. We know exactly what happened to Plagueis, numbnuts. We heard about it in the prequels. What are you talking about?
Yeah. I think there are a lot of dim bulbs in the world.
Yeah. Yeah, and they've co-opted the Star Wars fandom, is what you're saying, basically. Yeah. Well, in fact, they've co-opted every fandom. gatekeeping needs to happen. Bring back gatekeeping.
Gatekeeping works.
Bring back gatekeeping. I'm sick of morons jumping in, being like, no, and trying to ship characters off with one another, and those weird fan anime weird stuff that they post on Twitter. Bunch of weird freaks.
You don't like shipping? Come on now.
No, mate. They're just freaks.
No,
they're just absolute freaks.
No,
hate it. It's bizarre.
Very, very bizarre.
I blame
Not
Nick.
surprising though. Not surprising.
I blame Nick.
Yeah.
Have you seen all the posts going? It's thanks to all those toxic fans, it's been cancelled. It's like, well, no, what? It's not because of toxic fans. It's been they just didn't watch it. It's because the people that loved it, there wasn't enough of you. What?
There were 12 of you that liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And here's the funny thing. I'm about to do a video on this for tomorrow. There are like those stands are literally losing their stuff because of just how like little people cared for this thing.
Oh, the shills are going nuts over this. I mean, they are like really upset about it. Like it's ruining their day. The show about pretend it isn't going to be renewed. Like it's just a TV show on a streaming service.
But they make it their entire personality, don't they? That's the problem.
Yeah, I shared my screen to show one of these that's pretty funny. So Carly King, I just really don't know how to feel today. Part of me just wants to step away and take a big long break. Sorry guys, not feeling too strong right now. And then
did you reply to it?
Huh?
Did you reply to it?
I did. I said, I'm sure the story will continue in books or comics or animated shorts. It was just not possible to continue the live action with how expensive it is and the terrible viewership numbers. There's plenty of Disney Star Wars coming for all of you.
Oh, you've been blocked by that person.
Yeah. I'm blocked by tons of these people.
Yeah, Nick makes friends.
Yeah.
Nick makes friends.
But yeah, people in here are just going nuts over this. I feel you, Carly. It's incredibly frustrating and heartbreaking to see Lucasfilm do this to a beautiful show after we poured our hearts and souls to support it. Oh no. Do whatever you feel is best for you, but please don't lose hope. It's the heart and soul of Star Wars and what keeps us going. WTF. WTF. These people. I don't get it. I mean, literally, and you can literally. I'm not going to go through all these. You guys, if you guys are on Twitter, you guys can go check it out. The shills and all the people that are supporters of this are losing their minds out there. But I mean, it just doesn't make sense to me. I don't know what's wrong with them. And the thing is, if Lucasfilm made Star Wars that catered to us, like Star Wars fans that have loved it since childhood, yeah, it's a robot head.
Robot head's the best.
And we actually loved it. Those people would actually love it too because they love anything Star Wars. You just slap Star Wars name on a turd and they'll be like, oh my god, this is the greatest Star Wars ever, which is what the Acolyte was. Was a giant turd with the Star Wars name slapped onto it. So it doesn't make sense to me why Lucasfilm makes these dumb decisions. Cater to the real fan, which I put in quotations, the real fans, but the fans that absolutely despise and hate everything you're doing, cater to those people, and all the other people that like your garbage are still gonna like what we like also.
Here's an excerpt from the Hollywood Reporter. Also in June, star Amanda Stenberg fired back at racist backlash with an original song on social media. It was an easy target, said one source. of the back and forth connection to the show cancellation, and it hurt the public perception of the show.
Yep.
Then get your goddamn actors under control.
Yeah.
Get them under control. They're under contract. Just control them. It's not hard.
Yeah. Well,
Have they
I
posted
think
anything?
I think that part of your contract should include your social media management.
Yeah.
I think it actually does.
Really? Then she should be penalized $180 million for screwing this show up.
A lot of these actors in their contracts have stipulations to do with what they post on social media. They're just not controlled properly. And I know that because I've got producer friends. So, yeah, outrageous. It's bloody ridiculous.
Right. Yeah, I was actually rooting for a season 2. I never had more fun roasting a show ever in my life, I think. I mean, actually watching the show was terrible and not enjoyable at all. But hanging out with everybody on our after episode review streams and talking about it throughout the week with everybody in the chat and the panelists that we'd have on, that was the most fun part of the entire season of the Acolyte for me. You coming on here on Tuesdays and Thursdays, well, on Thursdays because it would drop on Tuesdays, but reviewing it and talking about it and trashing and roasting it, and then her coming out with her dumb little diss track crap, to the so-called toxic fans that don't like your crappy show. I mean, that was literally the best part of it. I made it fun, as a lot of us did. But the show sucked, and nobody, everybody, the content creators reviewing the show got more views than the actual show did, hands down, guaranteed.
Yeah. Look at this. The Acolyte being cancelled is just another example of toxic internet hate. The show never got a chance to breathe, and half the people hating on it never even watched an episode. Oh, no, we did. I watched all of them.
Yeah, I watched all of them.
It's not my favorite piece of Star Wars content, but it certainly didn't deserve to be axed. Well, it did, because no one watched it.
Yeah, exactly.
And nothing to do with us watching it. It's people. We actually boosted its numbers, you moron.
Yeah, we actually did. and the thing is, that argument is so dumb because they'll give that argument, but then they'll turn around and say, if you don't like it, don't watch it. Well, how am I going to know if I like it if I don't watch it, you idiot? Like, huh?
These people,
word of mouth is huge. And if we would have watched it and came out and been like, guys, we thought this was going to be a shit show, but this is actually really good. Everybody should go watch this, like dead serious. Yeah. And everybody else was saying the same thing. Man, people would have flocked to it and been like, wow, it actually is really good.
That's what I was saying about Shogun. I was like, you have to watch Shogun. You must watch Shogun. Shogun's absolutely like 10 out of 10 show. The thing is that, like, the worst thing a show can have is complete apathy, right? So Halo Season 2 is a prime example of this. And also soon to be Rings of Power Season 2. Because Halo Season 1 was so bad, so monumentally terrible. Everyone just checked out from Season 2. No one even bothered to hate watch it. And it got terrible viewership as a result of that. So we quite literally do contribute to the viewership numbers because people are hate watching it for fun. Like the Acolyte was being hate watched for fun. So if people didn't hate it, it would actually get worse viewership. If people checked out and just had complete apathy to do with it, it would have even worse viewership. Ridiculous.
Yeah. And
that'll be Rings of Power. I'll bet you anything. That'll be Rings of Power.
Yeah. And the thing is, this is a Star Wars show. It's not like, Sci-Fi Channel came out with a show called, Planet Trekkers, some off the name sci-fi show, and it's like, oh, this sucks. And then I'm not going to watch it anymore. Not interested. No, I mean, the Star Wars name has some pull to it. People are going to check it out. And if it's the disastrous state that it is, people are going to just watch the car crash, And they're gonna watch the disaster unfold before their very eyes. And then other people just don't watch it all and then just watch us trash on it and find out what it's all about. But X-Men 97 is a good example of, a show that everybody thought was going to be woke trash garbage, as well as me and Coach, and we were going to freaking trash all over that thing. And it turned out to be probably one of the best shows on Disney Plus, in my opinion. I thought they did an excellent job with X-Men 97.
Well, and they got rid of the guy that not only took care of season 2, which is supposedly was in the can. They also got rid of they also tried to restructure that, and with this new person, give you a season 3. It will definitely look and feel different. I don't think there's a win there for them or anyone involved in it, and I think it's going to have a hard time getting to that season 3 reasonably. Yeah. So we'll see.
We got anything left to add to? Well, I do. Sorry, I've got something left to add. R.I.P. car that I wanted to buy, courtesy of Star Wars: The Acolyte.
Yeah, I don't know how your month of June was on YouTube, Nate, but it was the best month in our channel's history. The month of June.
Yeah, I think it was all right. It was all right. It wasn't like my best one. It was all right. Yeah, it was all right. But again, because of the Acolyte.
You actually hadn't made YouTube mad. I did, and so I've been in the penalty box for 2 months now.
Ooh, really
annoying YouTube, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Anything left to add to?
Sure. I ding dong. The witches are dead.
Yeah,
and I'm happy. That was how I let off my video yesterday for this. I was thrilled. There was nothing redeemable about this show. Having character motivation switch during episodes and even in the same scenes sometimes. Yeah. Having no mystery and or thriller as part of this was just annoying. And having expectations of this in any way. And the only two things that I think everybody can agree on is that Manny Jacinto and oh gosh, what was the other? I can't say
Lee Jung Jae.
Lee Jung Jae. Ji Jung, or whatever his name is. Anyway, he was good too. So yeah. I have trouble with that.
Apparently so. Anything left to add, Nick?
I mean, like I said, none of this news is surprising.
No.
And again, I was really hoping for that season 2, but it is what it is. I feel sorry for the crews that worked on it, but they'll get other work. They'll come out with some other crappy Disney Star Wars show, and they can jump on that project.
They'll already be doing other stuff, to be fair. So
yeah,
yeah,
because that show's been done filming for a while. So yeah, I'm sure probably all the people that worked on the show are probably already working.
It's been done filming for years.
Yeah. So
anyway,
I'll be curious to see what Leslie Headland's next job is.
That will be interesting.
Yeah.
We got a super chat here from Darren over on Streamlabs. Says, breaking news: Rachel Zegler and Meghan Markle are going to scissor it out to see who's the most annoying, irritating piece of trash, with Amanda Stenberg refereeing. Just saying. Let's hope some act of God happens.
Yeah.
Gross. And we also got one from Zombie Box. Says, Rob Zombie presents Camp Crystal Meth Friday the 13th series.
Did they have meth back in the 70s?
Yeah, it was called Sudafed.
Oh,